Hey, we back.
Yes, we are.
We still got people there?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Post Plug. We got stuff to talk about.
We do. So, while we were talking about the interwebs and getting screwed by said interwebs, a question was posed in the chat room because I made the comment about your parents have an open Wi-Fi and the neighbor kid signs on. But what about Starbucks?
Oh, that sucks for them.
What about internet cafes? Now, so most internet cafes, or definitely Starbucks, are smart enough to have their what? To have ports blocked.
Yes.
And such.
Gotcha.
Certain services, certain IP ranges, things like that.
I wasn't sure where you were trying to go with
are
that.
Full on blocked to prevent that specifically. But I mean, you could go to some little
mom and pop place.
I was gonna say, think about the Vegas Strip.
Yeah.
And how many little internet come in and do whatever so you can print out your boarding pass places there are down the Vegas Strip.
Or just even on the beach. All little coffee shops and ice cream shops with Wi-Fi.
Right.
Admin password as the login to the router, baby. I do what I want.
They could certainly have problems. So.
I would imagine. And I mean, that would be the best news ever. AT&T turns off internet for all of Starbucks.
It would be pretty funny considering T-Mobile is the provider for Starbucks.
Oh, McDonald's?
I don't know.
AT&T's got somebody big.
Probably, yeah.
Here. I don't remember who.
Yeah, it's probably McDonald's because the Nintendo hotspot thing works there.
Right.
And I think that works.
Wouldn't that be even more epic? AT&T turns off McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Nationwide.
Done.
Like,
gone. Bye-bye.
How great would that be as a news story?
I'd love to write it.
BK stock goes through the roof.
I don't know about that. After the creepy king, I don't know that stock is ever going to go back.
Good question, though. I mean,
it was an interesting question. Yeah.
All right.
Definitely an interesting question.
You had an interesting question.
It's true.
Your question was,
if you had the choice to live in a universe, this universe as a musical, or in a musical universe, would you, and why or why not?
Okay. You have an answer first because you asked the question?
I have an answer.
Okay.
No.
You wouldn't?
I would not.
I am surprised by your answer.
I would not.
Should I not be surprised by your answer? I'm surprised by your answer. You are a musical guy.
I am, but so here's the thing that has always bothered me about musicals in general.
Okay.
They obviously all take place in a cult.
Yeah.
It's a hive mind of bees.
Choreography.
Who are incapable of working through even basic emotions without shouting them to whoever is nearby.
Oh, God.
And
you're right.
And there are only 4 or 5 people in that universe who have the power to start conversations. And everybody else has to stop what they're doing to support whatever stupid thing one of those 4 or 5 people is working through at any given time.
Wouldn't you want to be one of those 4 or 5 people?
Statistically, what are the chances that you are?
I mean, but you take over when you enter a place, right? Like that's your MO, dude. You could run stuff. You could just be that guy. You could be like, drink that Kool-Aid.
But do you really want to have to shout your feelings at random strangers for you to be able to work through them emotionally?
At least I wouldn't be looked at weirdly. Here, if I do that, they're like, you need to go to the hospital. I mean, and I know I do, but if I could do it and everyone's like, yeah, got it. Like, maybe.
You're trying to decide between whole milk and 2%, and everybody in the grocery store has to stop what they're doing to sing to help you to make your decision. That seems crazy to me.
I mean, all right. I see what you're saying. And I accept all of that.
However,
I'm trying to weigh out the pros and cons here.
absolutely.
So I've decided that I consider
The
music...
chat room says sounds fun, though.
Right? It does. Now,
There's certainly an aspect of intrigue to it. But, I mean, in the entire universe, take anything from High School Musical to, you know,
Fiddler on the Roof.
high-end, expensive Broadway shows. There's only 4 or 5 people who matter, and everybody else is expendable.
True.
You're statistically going to be one of those expendable people.
Damn it. So
I'm just trying to buy cereal for my kids. I don't want to help you decide what milk to get.
like regular or unleaded. Damn it. What side is the gas tank on?
This is what I'm saying. That seems like it
I
would
could
get
have
really
sworn
old.
before, Scott, it was on the left, but now I'm unsure.
This is what I'm saying.
I'll take 20 on 5.
What are you, almost homeless, having to go in and pay in cash?
Damn it, the machine was down. Have to pay cash. Am I doing it right?
That sounds right.
Listen,
Okay, so work your way through the logic.
I've thought about this, and I seem to take a different approach to some of these questions.
That's fine. That's why these are fun.
You said musicals could be stage or screen.
Yes.
I consider wrestling to be somewhat of a musical. It has music, and they put on a performance. Follow me on this.
I wouldn't want to live in that universe
Hold on, though.
either.
If my life consisted every day of me having intro music when I walk in a room, kind of like that Peter Griffin thing.
Yeah, somebody on the bus would punch you in the face.
No. See,
Yes,
they would. But they don't have buses in wrestling. So that goes
Sure
away.
they do.
You throw people through a bus.
Have you ever seen them arrive to the thing?
There's that. But
Of course they have buses.
you only
It's
get
an entire bus full of people with their own traveling music. Somebody would nuke it.
You only get music when you enter or exit a room or when you say something profound. How great would it be?
That would never happen in that universe, so you don't have to worry about the third one.
Because of me, I never say anything profound. No,
Not if you're living in that universe. You're forced to live within the confines of the universe you set up. It's the wrestling universe.
That's valid.
They're not able to say anything not profound, most of them, let alone saying things that you can understand.
Like, I would just want some, like, steroid, rage-infused, kill-you-in-the-face music to play after I said something witty. Just random. I'd be like, oh, yeah, well, screw Pandora. They don't know what they're doing. They'll be done by the end of the year anyway. Like, yeah, like, let's do...
Is that supposed to be
machine
or
gun?
a machine gun?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think they're the same in wrestling.
Fair enough.
I don't know, like...
At least in Vince McMahon wrestling.
Right? That would be an exciting pro. There's a lot of cons. I get that.
Well, I mean, yeah, in wrestling there are a lot of cons.
Right? Ex-cons, current cons. I got it. But
That was a good setup.
yeah. And the Spanish announcer. Yes. All the time.
No one expects the Spanish announcer.
Right. He's the last one you'd expect to do anything. But to have him commentate on the things I'm doing and then get outro music? Yes. Like, what more could you ask for? It'd be incredible.
I'm not allowed to read the thing that was just said in the chat room.
Can I read the thing that was said in the chat room?
You can't read it out loud.
Okay, let me read the thing that was said in the chat room.
The bottom one.
Oh my god.
You can take a guess at give or take who is in the chat room right
Yeah,
now.
I got it. Welcome to the show, by the way. I'm Nick. I'll be your host for the evening. And this is my life. I know, I got the singing. I'm like the next voice, man. I got this.
The next voice man?
Yeah, next voice man.
Is that this?
That's my wrestling character.
Is that the superpower you've decided on?
No, that's my wrestling character, the voice man.
Okay.
I just yell musicals all the time.
Wow. All right.
Like every interview thing I do is the 4 lines of dialogue in between different scenes in a musical. I wouldn't name the musical. I would just say them.
We're not.
I feel like we're getting
about,
off topic here.
We're not talking about if your whole life had to be song titles. Would you kill yourself? Because it seems like everybody's answer to that is yes, except Wayne Brady.
Right. We did suggest at one point we should do a April Fool's show with song titles or questions or something dumb like that.
Yes.
I'd be fine with that.
Oh, it would make me sad. It would make me very, very sad.
There was an interesting topic. This is related.
Okay.
There was a trending
I
topic
believe you.
on Twitter last week that was describe your intimate life with a movie title. I
Die Hard.
Gone in 60 Seconds. That was mine. Fast and the Furious was my second. Here Comes the Boom was my third.
I love the idea of doing this with Twitter trending hashtags.
This segment?
Yes.
All right.
Any week that we don't have a question, we need to look at
Just
the
look
week's
up
trending
the trending.
hashtags.
Got it. It's complicated, but I think we can do it.
Oh my god. That's
I mean, the easy one was 40-year-old virgin, but nah. Right?
gone in 60 seconds.
I said it at our sister office too, by the way. I was like, gone in 60 seconds, and just the room collapsed. It was great. It's like,
So there's two ways to go with that answer.
right.
One is Superman
Yep.
faster than a speeding bullet, and the other is, all right, that's my time.
Cha-cha. That's what I'm saying.
Should at least fry an egg, dude. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so it's settled. If we ever not have a question, just Twitter trending topics.
That
Got this.
sounds horrific.
There will
and
be more
wonderful.
creative ones now. They have an IPO coming soon.
That's not going to make them creative.
We don't know. I mean, they don't have a business model. That could be their business model.
That's not a business model.
Post a lot of trending topics about name something in something titles. Could work. We're talking about it right now.
And they're not getting a dime.
I understand what you're saying.
Damn.
Next week's question is, if you could live in the Twitter business model world, how would that be? Because it doesn't exist.
Homeless.
Right.
You'd be homeless because there's no money. Because now that they're public, they can't get investors to give them money anymore.
But nobody knows that yet.
It's a terrible idea.
I know, but nobody knows. It's a secret.
I hope the company owns a lot of its own stock.
Okay, so no, I would not want to live in a musical world because I would have to have a man oil my body weekly, and that just sucks.
And Vince McMahon would yell at you all the time.
God, that
Does
old,
not make it better.
No, that old guy, I'd break his friggin' hip. I would.
Totally not on the list of things I thought you might say just then.
No?
No.
All right.
But it was good. I liked it.
I mean, old guy. I know it's a felony if you strike an old person. I get that. Only manic depressive people would think said things, but that's okay. I thought it. It's fine.
You're so violent.
I try to be sometimes. People better watch out. The voice man is here. And I'm singing in all the octaves, baby.
Oh my god.
I hit him with the move, the falsetto. It's when I kick him in between the legs. It's my finishing move. I got this.
Wow. This question went from,
I'm sorry.
would you live in a...
What would your wrestling name be?
And why?
Is this okay?
It's funny.
It's part of your
and
question, right?
I wouldn't mind that being a question one week.
Mine would not really be the voice man.
I know.
But I
That's
do
why we
like
could
his
do-
finishing move.
I do too.
The falsetto. I was going to name it the Thriller, but that's something different. Doesn't matter if you're black or white.
It can be shocking.
Right. Perfect. All right, that's this week's post plug. If you want this week and other weeks post plugs, go to f5live.tv at some point. Because when I say this, it's there.
It is. It is there.
But at this
when you
time,
say this.
it's not. And they don't know what time this is.
No, they don't.
I mean, unless they match up our outfits. But that's why I wear the same thing twice a month. Just to throw them off. F the police. I feel like that's how that ends right there. We'll talk to you guys later. I'm Nick.
And I'm Scott.
And this is A Beat. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Like I said, it's a hip-hop beat. 76 BPM.